Hi, welcome. This is the energy of today, August 3rd. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, August 3rd? What does the viewer need to see and hear for today, August 3rd? August 3rd. Okay. Oops. Okay. So, first one is conclusion. So maybe you're ending a chapter, you're coming to a closure of something. Maybe there's this feeling of you feeling maybe like you don't want it to end, or perhaps maybe it's the quite opposite where you're feeling anxious for it to end. It's almost like excitement. So are you going on a new adventure, seeking new endeavors as far as, creating new jobs, perhaps maybe something that involves, tapping into your authenticity. This is meditation. So opening up in that sense of having a feeling about yourself, the way you feel about yourself. It feels rejuvenated in that sense of sort of anxiousness. Maybe you're releasing anxiousness. Perhaps with this conclusion, you're ending either turmoil or something that you've wanted to end for a long time. It took you quite a while to finish this cycle. I do feel like that is the end of something. Maybe it's a contract, maybe it's a marriage, maybe it's employment, something like that. So, but with the meditation, it's really telling you to have peace, seek the peace, okay? And then you have the risk. So there's some sort of challenge that you're facing, and that's the anxiousness, I feel. Maybe, if there is something you don't want to end, it's almost like sort of scary to go towards something new. But on the other hand, too, if you're changing, you're going through transformation, that might be happening with the meditation as far as getting used to the way, maybe like a new way that you want to feel about yourself, or the way you see things. There could be this sort of feeling of anticipation, or if you're doing the right thing, or do you feel foolish or naive. When you do have that transformation and you start tapping into your spirit guides and your spirituality that you're born with, you sort of feel elated, like airy and somewhat peaceful, and like everything could just happen for you. So maybe that's what's going on with you. It's like you want to get off that cliff and take that risk in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Perhaps with the conclusion here, you might have just ended a really hard time in your life, and now it's almost like the weight is lifted and you want to go towards something, belonging. So either you might have not felt like comfortable in your own skin, where you maybe didn't allow intimacy, or didn't share yourself with others in that sense of being receptive. This could be an actual move into a different home, whether that's out of state, or perhaps even moving back to like a hometown. This could be several things for you, but it's really about feeling comfortable and being happy where you're at. So let's see here. What's at the top of the deck? At the top of the deck, you have the chaos. So see, that's where you're at right now. We're in this sort of really chaotic time where it feels like that storm, and you're probably hoping, oh my God, I hope it misses me, So this is where you're really needing to be aware of something in order so you can get to that place of ending whatever this sort of chaotic kind of moment is for you. And so the bottom card is the underlying energy, which is focus. So I definitely do feel like this is telling you stay focused. With this card, it's almost as if you don't pay attention to anything except for what your goals are. Really staying somewhat powerful in your own mind, having strength and courage to maybe accomplish something. And maybe it does have this kind of transformation feeling with this beauty right here, as far as feeling different about yourself. And meditation and really quieting down and listening to spirit, it's going to help you go in that direction. So take it as it resonates for you today. So I will go in a little further. it's like that kind of feeling you're waiting for that ending to come, you know. And maybe that's why I feel like this sort of anxiousness, or maybe you're trying to let go of that anxiousness and become more peaceful and more somewhat calm and peaceful with the things that are happening in your environment that are very chaotic. Okay, so let's see. Don't lose your focus. Definitely, you will get there. Conclusion, please. Card 12. What does that mean for the viewer today? Conclusion. Maybe you wanna end something so you can hurry up and start that new thing and start over. Okay. Definitely. 3 of Wands. So things that you've been waiting to actually take action in, things that you've been manifesting. I do feel like this is where you're at. You're on a lookout. Like, when do I go? When is it coming? This is a card of really, really standing firm with yourself, in that sense of where you feel powerful, you feel happy, you feel peaceful. And this is where that sort of brings things in for you. So whatever it is that you've been waiting for, it's really as if Spirit is telling you, you know, hang tight, and don't really rock the boat. So maybe this is a time of maybe really looking at stuff and having a really like a big perspective on things, you know. But let's see, you might also have to leave some baggage with this 3 of Wands, in that sense of going towards that thing that is going to suit you the best, you know. Whatever that might be, friendship, love, family, work, whatever. I do feel like there's that sense of maybe clearing some kind of dark stuff that's been lingering with you and just sort of going. Okay. Let's see, what is the 3 of Wands? In other words, going in the direction that you want to go. See, and there's that Knight of Swords. With this Knight of Swords, there comes that sense of having clarity. It gives you that kind of energy of, okay, you don't want to sit back and wait for things anymore. You want to take action with these things that you're might have been waiting for a long time to do. Maybe this is somewhere where you know, with the Knight of Swords, you could be getting some sort of communication. This is also that kind of feeling where you don't want to be stopped. You don't want to be dragged down anymore. You know what I mean? Because I definitely do feel with this 3 of Wands, you're looking ahead. You're ready to go forward with something. You really want to start growing, okay? And with the Knight of Swords, it's really taking action. Is somebody following suit with you? Meaning, in other words, like, what I feel is like, maybe you've helped somebody, or maybe it's vice versa, where either you've helped somebody or someone else has helped you to sort of get to this point. And in other words, maybe this is your comfort, your person that's giving you comfort to move towards something, if that makes sense, okay? I do feel like this is where it takes that courage. With the Knight of Swords, it takes courage for you to get to the point where you need to get. So you might have to be cleaning house or doing something here, getting rid of the excess weight or baggage, okay? It's like really living suddenly and not like an impulse. What it feels like is it's as if you've been waiting for something to end for quite some time. That's what it feels like. With the Knight of Swords and the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands really does tell you, it does denote that, you know, with the things that you're waiting for, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get them. It just sometimes takes a little longer, okay? Let's see here. So you got the 6 of Pentacles. So at this moment, if you're feeling a little bit like anxious, or like things are not going to develop for you, do things for other people. And that's where I hear like maybe helping other people, or maybe someone's helping you. It's about being generous. It's about giving and taking, like a level, you know. So 6 of Pentacles, you might have been stuck in a situation that was very sort of heavy and sort of burdensome, because perhaps you were putting into one situation and not getting anything in return. Is that why you're sort of moving away from something? Okay, is that why there's an ending? Okay, 6 of Pentacles, please. 6 of Pentacles. What is the 6 of Pentacles, please? Okay, so the Two of Wands and the Magician. So in that sense of rediscovering yourself, the Two of Wands, all the things that you've put aside or didn't have the time to go towards or finish or start, but there are ideas in your mind that already formed. Perhaps you've already sort of planned things, and for whatever reason you haven't been able to go forward with them. With the Magician, I do feel like there is that sense of finding yourself, finding that authentic part of you that is allowing you to go towards the things that maybe you were too shy to do or too held back to do, you know. Yeah, let's see. The Ace of Wands at the bottom, so it's starting over with something that just sort of brings you that sense of reciprocity. Sorry, had a hard time with that one. Two of Wands, please. I do feel like whatever it is that you sort of put on hold, even though you were planning it, I do feel like you'll be able to get the green light, okay, to go. See, there's that Fool, wanting to start something, wanting to take that leap of faith, and start over, maybe within yourself, you know, the way you think, reinventing yourself. That's definitely what that feels like. With the Two of Wands, maybe these are the things that you always wanted to do when you were younger and you just didn't have the chance to do, you know. It's almost like you even put your life on hold for other people. So what Spirit is really trying to tell you is do things for yourself now, and then you're really going to start getting the things that you want as far as reaping what you sow, because there is success here with the Three of Wands there, but it's almost like you've had to have that stamina to go forward. Whatever it is that you're trying to end, you had to find that courage in that sense to pull yourself in this direction that you're going towards, okay. And I do feel the Two of Wands, it's almost like finding your personal power, okay, getting over those things that maybe you thought you couldn't accomplish, you know. Perhaps maybe in the past you were in that sense of feeling like you were going to make the wrong choice, and maybe what it feels like with the Fool and the Magician, it's almost like almost what I feel like I see, like you weren't giving it all. Does that make sense? Like there is something there, and maybe it's almost like, you know, like doing it sloppy, you know. I hear I like just doing it sloppy and not putting your whole effort into it. Were you lazy about the situation? Did you think you could never have it? Do you think that this situation would never manifest for you? So you sort of, you might have eased off on it, and now here it is appearing for you again, okay? Meditation. What is the meditation, please? What's the meditation here? So the Nine of Pentacles. So discovering yourself, being authentic. The Nine of Pentacles is a single person. It's a person who feels self-sufficient. They're able to draw in anything, in the sense of the law of attraction is like on your side. You're just carefree, you're giving, everything just sort of comes to you. It's because you have self-love. So are you trying to master self-love for yourself so you can get rid of all those kind of baggage that I feel with Three of Wands that's sort of been holding you back, you know? So that is an ending of that cycle, and now you're headed towards success. I do feel like this is that new opening for you that's giving you that sense of success to go towards whatever it is that you want. But it's self-love. They keep saying it's self-love. It's that mastery. It's like discovering. With the Magician and this card, it's like that discovery of who you truly are, and you're it's like you're becoming free now, okay. Nine of Pentacles, please. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. You got the Sun, so there has been some kind of healing energy there, in that sense of feeling connected, in that sense of feeling spiritual, blessed. Four of Pentacles, so there's some kind of gain that is coming in for your life that gives you some kind of balance. So the things that you've been lacking, the things that haven't quite formed for you, it just feels as if it's coming together for you. in the sense that you've found some self-love for yourself. With that self-love comes what I feel is self-respect, in that sense of just finding you and becoming more stable, you know, just success. And I do feel with the Four of Pentacles, maybe you've had attachment to other things that held you back. Might be material, you know, living a material world, thinking that money is going to solve everything, or your ideologies of how you think you must look for the outside world. It's changing. It's coming back more into what I feel is natural, like a natural state of you. It's authenticity, really. So it's almost like you've learned some sort of lesson and you're letting go of those obstacles so that you can have more stability and really get a payout, is what I feel. So maybe this is where you're investing on you, and that's what the Sun is somewhat saying. Now, maybe this is somebody on the other side, meaning somebody you're waiting for. Could be a masculine, because the Sun is a masculine energy. So have you been waiting for like a masculine energy to sort of, you know, get the ball rolling and sort of heal themselves? Okay, that could be for some of you. If it's not for someone else that you're waiting to get balanced to move forward with, it's you that you're sort of being told to focus on you. So maybe it is sort of investing on yourself. You know, if there's something that you're getting sort of you know, where you just sort of anxious and you want to go a different route, it's really where you have to hold on to what it is that you truly want. Okay, this is going to give you security. This is also going to allow you to avoid any kind of risks. Okay, so you don't feel like you're sort of naive and taking that foolish risk like I felt earlier on. Okay, so the flip side of that feeling is, if you know, if you give your power to someone else, it's like they control you. It's like where somebody might have a grip on you. Okay, and that's where sometimes you might have like financial loss. So maybe you've experienced some kind of financial loss before and you're coming back up. Okay, give me one for the Sun. I want to know, what is the Sun? One more for the Sun, please. The Sun. What is the Sun here? So the Queen of Wands. And see, maybe this is a mentor for you. Maybe this is what you're turning out to be, and you just didn't think you would be someone like the Queen of Wands. Okay, the Queen of Wands is very natural, not very money hungry. Okay, very motherly, very nurturing to others, very giving. This is the person that's going to give you the coat off their back. They're going to feed you before they eat. Okay, that's the kind of person the Queen of Wands is. Is this somebody that you've learned from? Is this someone that you're becoming? And perhaps maybe in the past you just could not see yourself like this. Is this something that is you're attracting to you, in that sense of you know, if you've been sort of working on yourself, doing shadow work, you needed some time to be stable and somewhat be balanced in order for things to come in for you. This is really recognizing your creativity and your personal power. So whatever this is, it's been a power struggle for you. Perhaps this is the first time you feel attractive, you know, in that sense of you're comfortable in your own skin. Some of you might have healed from something. Some of you, I feel, for very few of you, you've been on this journey of weight loss. They're saying weight loss. And so maybe this is you getting healthier, okay? Because with this card, I feel there's a sense of cheerfulness and that sense of sensuality and just sort of assertiveness. That's what I feel with the Nine of Pentacles. So with this kind of energy, don't be impatient, don't be demanding, just sort of be sort of calm, cool, and collective. And that's the kind of energy that you're going to come and get from meditating and sitting back and following spirit and your guidance. It's a gain, guys. It's definitely a gain. I mean, with the Nine of Pentacles, it's that card that, you know what, you don't need anybody else. You can just sort of travel if you want. You could buy a house if you want. You can move from state to state if you want. It's very balanced. And really, when you're at this state right here is when everything starts coming in with that Three of Wands. if you've had a hard time manifesting your manifestations, you really have to be carefree, and that is what the Queen of Wands brings you. Okay, so let's see here, what is the risk? And so the risk, I feel, is that you know, maybe others would make you feel like you're foolish, or that you're not good enough, or things like that. And so then you put things off because you're listening to other people. Okay, I don't know if that's for a lot of you, maybe it's just for some. So there's that Three of Pentacles. See, and that's what I feel like. The Three of Pentacles, it's like you've learned to either work with what you got, with which is you. You've learned to accept yourself, or you have learned who and what you can't work with. Okay, so then you attract the ones that you can work with. This is how you build that strong foundation. Okay, and that is by being authentic to yourself. That is by having love for you. So there you go. You got the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So the risk is that, is there something that you need to sort of sneak away from? Is there sneaky behavior that has been around you? Whether this energy is something that you put off, or maybe others put off. Because I do feel over here, there's that sense of maybe you've given your power to somebody, because I feel like someone sort of had a grip on you. Is that the Seven of Swords? Because the Seven of Swords could be like an escape, like you just want to move away from something, and that's where I feel the anxiousness. So maybe a chapter is supposed to end for you. It might have needed to end a long time ago, and you just never did it, you know. Oh, sorry guys, I needed some water. With the Seven of Swords, you got the Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So you're working on becoming more stable. You're working on building a better foundation for you. But if you keep yourself in that Seven of Swords energy, which is tricky, it's lying, it's manipulative, it's cheating, it's just really bad, negative, deceiving kind of energy. Now, are you holding this back from yourself so that you can't get your wishes, your wish that you know you have, of maybe stability, or even finding that perfect partner, or something like that? Okay, has someone taken money from you and you just don't trust them anymore? Have you taken money from others and you don't feel right about yourself? You know, you have to take it as it resonates. It is a general reading, but there's something dishonorable that has happened here. I don't know if it's because of you doing it to yourself or you doing it to others, but it's really this kind of feeling of like trying to get out of that, trying to move out of that. Okay, so perhaps there's a new opportunity for you to get out of this kind of sticky kind of situation. Yeah. And I do feel, even with the Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands, you've had to have some kind of discipline for yourself. What is the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords, and maybe that's why you feel like a little like sneaky, or I think it's just a whole different you that you're going towards. Maybe putting your foot down. See, you're moving away from that. So, you know, they say that saying, and this is what I see right now. What they're showing me is that saying where they say you can't you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And that is that's just an understatement. I just feel like that is wrong, because you yourself have to have that will and that drive to change. No matter what age you are, you have the capability to get out of deceiving energy, whether it's you putting out deceiving energy, or getting out of a deceiving kind of job, relationship, something like that. Okay, and you can do it no matter what, whether you've been the bad one or whether a lot of bad things have come to you. The Six of Swords is saying, okay, you've had enough, it's time to move. And this is Spirit telling you in your consciousness. With the swords, it's your consciousness saying, okay, you know, have enough love for yourself to get out of this sort of negative energy. And that's what you're building on. That is that risk. The risk is there because you see it as if maybe like you won't be successful, or what will others think, or am I being foolish, like something like that. Okay, but whatever it is, they are sort of pushing you to go towards something that is healthier. Okay, I want to know, what is the belonging? And so there, yet again, it's like belonging. I feel it's like your skin, belonging in your own skin. You got the Nine of Swords, so there's worry. Are you worried because you can't break free from this pattern? It takes about 30 days to learn a new habit. So if you're very serious about it, give yourself 30 days and don't worry about the end solution. Are you so uncomfortable that you can't get comfortable in your own skin? You know what I mean? Are you worried? Are you not sleeping? Maybe having daydreams, or not daydreams, night terrors, you know, like that kind of thing. What is the Nine of Swords? Nine of Swords. What is the Nine of... You're worried. Are you worried you won't get something, or you won't be able to belong where you're going, you know? The Ace of Pentacles. Don't worry, because my gosh, the Ace of Pentacles is offering you that gift of a new, tangible, new beginning, financially, in love, in your mind, whatever that might be for you. It's that new beginning here on the 3D. Okay. Maybe, you know, for some of you with the house there, with the belonging, is it you trying to find that home, and maybe you've lost a couple homes, you know, you're worried that you're not going to get it, you're worried about finances, something like that for some of you. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, please. So you got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so you sort of gotta put the wall down a little. It's like you built what do you call it, a boundary. Boundaries are good, but you have to know when to let them down so you can move forward, if that makes sense. With the Nine of Wands, it's telling you the Ace of Pentacles is there, but maybe you have to soften the blow, in that sense of being patient with yourself, allowing yourself to maybe go back and forth and have that kind of floppy energy. If you go from being worried and then going to being positive, it's almost this kind of energy, and that's what a transition does to you. You go back and forth, you know, you sort of flop, and do some little wobbling, you know, kind of feeling. Well, it's telling you, have patience with yourself, and be allowed to be flexible and go back and forth. Okay. And then this one as well, the Hermit. So see, because you're pretty much learning whatever the situation is for you, it's a learning curve. You're learning new things. Maybe you're discovering things about yourself that you just never thought of. You know what I mean? So don't worry if you're going back and forth. Don't worry. Everything will turn out okay, really. Give me one for the Hermit. So maybe you're listening to your higher self. You see how she's looking at somebody? Have you found your higher self, which is that consciousness that you can tap into? Let's see, the Hermit, please. The Hermit. You got the Five of Swords. It's almost like telling you surrender fully. And you might be sort of going back into the old pattern, but you're trying to go towards the new pattern. And there's that Judgment. So release it. You got the Five of Swords and the Judgment, which is very much in spirit form, with the Judgment telling you, you know, just release things, repent, they're sort of saying, and you'll have that new beginning. But the Five of Swords on the 3D level, it's in your mind. You just don't know how to sort of let go and see those things really do sort of wrap you. So I would say use the Hermit as that spiritual guide. When you start feeling like you're going back into that Seven of Swords energy, go back into that quiet mode, that meditation, that sense where you feel your higher self, and they'll sort of guide you into that direction that you want to go towards. Okay. So I do feel like there's that sense of fear of taking that risk into the new things. Maybe there's just so many things that are unknown and you just don't know which way to go. Okay. Give me just one more for the read. One more, please. Give me one more. The Page of Pentacles. See, starting over. You're starting over. Whatever this is, learning new skills, going back to school, learning a new job, moving to a new home. And it's anxiousness, okay? So just pat yourself on the back and you're going to be fine, okay? Let's see. How does this story end, please? How does this story end? Let's see here. For some of you, there might be a birth to a child, okay? For some of you, maybe it's something you've been trying for a long time. So King of Wands, and maybe it is a rebirth of somebody as far as spiritually. Is it the King of Wands? You got the Queen of Wands here, And with the sun, I definitely do feel there's a masculine energy there that is some almost like you're sort of you know, it could be like telepathic connection, it could be energetic, it could be that kind of spiritual connection that you have, you know. So maybe somebody is healing here with the King of Wands. That King of Wands will take action. Okay, let's see here, what else. This one here, oh, the Fool, taking the leap of faith. So this person might have dragged their feet for a long time, and finally, see, even though they're still sort of hanging on, they are on the way down, meaning they are on the way of making that transition. Okay, Four of Cups, no more wasting your time. No more wasting time is what I hear. No more playing around. Maybe you've been sitting back working on the wrong thing, the thing that doesn't give you stability, but maybe you were waiting for the stability to kick in. And this is where you listen to your intuition. This is where you get yourself out of that deceit, out of that worry. Okay, for whoever that is for you. Let's do this one right here. I'm just picking them up. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see here. My throat is really dry. It's been really dry in California. Very hot. And I just feel like, oh, my throat is closing up. And I was dusting, and dust is horrible for me. Maybe that's it. Okay, let's see. What is the karmic cycle here, please? So photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So maybe someone's looking onto you. I always feel Nine of Pentacles. This is definitely somebody who could be watching you from afar, you know, making sure you're making progress or you haven't moved away from them. That's what they're saying. So girl talk, so meeting up, communicating. Oh, this is your twin, no wonder. Okay, so maybe it is you're waiting for your masculine. And so if you're waiting for your masculine or your divine feminine, you really have to take power in as far as you finding your power and doing your thing. Okay, in other words, not worrying about what they're doing. Okay. And then the chaser, you can't be the chaser, really. Chaser, codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues, excuse me. So with the abandonment issues, it's something that you have to sort of fix before you get together in this twin flame connection, because if you still have those issues, someone's always still going to be a chaser, you see. So you have to let this person heal on their own, and maybe that's when they're ready to talk. Okay. So maybe you're going to get that offer on a date. Okay. And let's see, it's all about communication, I see, because here's another one, talking. So have your friends help you. Okay. Be open about things. Stay interested, you know, learning new things. So maybe you're learning to communicate together also. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, let's do this one right here. Okay, how do they continue to manifest this reading, please? How can they continue to manifest this reading here? Okay, so feed your artist. Okay, so maybe journal, photographing, coloring, painting, feed your intuition in that sense of learning more, you know, about spirituality, and light in the unexpected. So something, it's almost like something's coming back for you, something that might have been out of reach, or something that was dark, something that was unhealthy. Whether that's you or the other person, you would know. Okay, something is sort of, that weight is being lifted, is what it feels like for me. I want to know, what is the message that pertains to this reading, please? What is the message that pertains to this reading? I think there's mastery in that sense of finding you authentically, you know. Let's see, so this one here, it says earn, loss, death, grief, poverty, collapse, disposes, removed, dismantle, deprive. So once you get to that earn moment, there's only one way, and that is up. Okay, so then there's the yacht, adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, greatest escape, smooth sailing. You're definitely going towards something better, where you're diverting more of the same thing again. Okay, let's see here, what is the insight for today with this reading, please? What is the insight with this reading? Look at that. There's 2 5. So we're in the midst of that change, guys. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes change is difficult because we don't know how it's going to come out. Okay. So illuminate the shadows. The dark can be scary, but don't fear your shadows. Light them up. Make them seen. Shed the shame. Your shadows cannot harm you when they're in the light. And that's what, look at, you got this one too. So I definitely do feel light in the unexpected. You're finding light. You're moving away from the worry or the shadiness in that sense of, you know, tricky and deceit and all that kind of stuff. You're moving out of that. You're becoming healed. And that's definitely a twin flame journey. I want to know, what can you show me as far as the secret love message? The secret love message, please. What's the secret love? Okay, so you have honoring oneself, and that's what this is all about. This is about you flowering and blossoming and being comfortable in your own skin. No one should have to fix you. You should fix yourself, okay? Playfulness, so being happy, that's that kind of feeling of patting yourself on the back, being comfortable in your skin, just harmony, guys. And if you feel like you're wobbling and you're going back and forth, go back to the meditation and listen to your higher consciousness and disentanglement. So see, this is what's happening in this moment. That's why we're in chaos. It's like those things are falling down, and they are going to fall down, but for a moment, because once they fall down, everything has to come up. Okay, there's drastic changes going to happen. Okay, so Royce, don't do that, Royce. He's moving around. He's got to stretch out. I don't know why he's got this whole room to be in, but he has to be right at my feet. No lie. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I am. Ooh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay, let's see here. I love him to death, though. I love him to... Yes, you. Okay, let's see here. My daughter did his tail. It's a funny little, like a Mad Hatter tail. You see that? She's a groomer. Look at that. It's so cute. I'll have to show you guys. He's standing. What is the chakra message? Hold on. I'm almost done. You know what it is? It's feeding time, and they know it. They're like, feed me, lady. Feed me. Okay, so you have honoring cycles. Root chakra. Let go of those things. That's how you become stronger. Let go of them. You'll create more strength within yourself. So celebrate life with the solar plexus. The opening of feelings has come back, guys. And then the gift of connection. And that's definitely something you've been manifesting, something you've been waiting for. And it's definitely a spiritual twin flame connection is what I feel for you. Okay, and then let's see, since these guys are getting antsy, let's do this one to close it off, okay? If there is a message that they could tell each other, what is that message right now, please? Royce, what is the message, please? What is the message? Okay, we'll take those. Okay, so let's see. The first one is playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Yes, it is. And then this one here. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your souls and the memories you have shared with those you love. And that is so true. Okay, and then this one here, transformation. Your relationship with another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Yes, they do. And a couple fell off. Let me see if I can get them. Scoot over. Get off of them, you. Okay, so... Sorry, guys, he was stepping on him. Okay, so you have this one right here. It says, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And that is what's happening with the very first card, the Three of Wands, okay? So surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out, okay? And then this one here. It says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. Create room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And then this one here. Deep down in the heart, you know the answer. Do what feels right. And then this one here. Emotions are natural and a necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. For sure, definitely. I do hope you like the reading. I hope this helps somebody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your patience with me and my dogs, you know, because they sort of like to move around, and especially my crazy one. He likes to move the camera a lot, but I'm going to show you his tail. Come here. Come here. Show off your tail. Look how cute. You look like a little, she calls it the Mad Hatter, she said. So, and it's all stuff that doesn't hurt them. So, yeah. Okay, so have a beautiful day, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed and healthy. Have a beautiful day.